So a big question everybody's going to be asking is, should you be downloading, pre-ordering, whatever with the Switch 2 instantly? Day of launch, is the Switch 2 going to be worth your time? Now, obviously when we look at the pre-orders, they have been announced to be coming in April, and it does look like we are going to get the prices of around about $449 and then $499 with Mario Kart. The pre-orders will commence on April 9th. Digital games are now going to be $80, which is just crazy in itself. Obviously it launches June 5th, as you can see over here. You've obviously got the Switch 2 editions, you've got Pokemon ZA, there will be a brand new launch, and more than likely we will see some new features coming through as we get closer to that day. Now, obviously the kind of new features we're seeing in terms of the actual machine itself, predominantly are going to be with the fact that it is slightly bigger, nothing too crazy. We are getting a new Mario World as well. This is looking very much like their almost captain of what's coming out at the same time as the launch for the Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously, when it comes to the pricing of everything, it's to be expected, to be honest. I think everybody kind of expected it to be a little bit more expensive than probably what it was going to be possessed as, because I do believe it was kind of coming in that maybe we might see it at about $300, but realistically, we knew that wasn't going to happen. The Nintendo specs, though, we've got the larger 7.9-inch LCD 1080p screen, 120 FPS, and 4K HDR support, whilst docked. That's always important. It has got 256 gig on the internal storage, custom processor made by Nvidia, and then obviously you've got your micro SD express memory cards, new mouse functionality, which is really cool with the new joysticks that are slightly bigger as well. The USB-C port supports new clip-on camera, and obviously it launches in June, so absolutely incredible. We have got the UI, which is just pretty much the standard as normal, and then we do have Mario Kart World is $80. Other Switch 2 games are going to be $70, so it is going to be just that little bit more of an expensive product. Now, naturally, we see this when it comes to consoles being upgraded. We normally see them stay a little bit more above kind of market value. I remember back in the day, it was about £30-40 per game, and then suddenly we are just now up even more. When it comes to any of the other information, whether you should pre-order this, personally, again, it's one of them that they will still make games for the normal Switch. It will be that they will just basically make them compatible for both of them. The Xbox and PlayStation have been doing that for a couple of years now, since the Series S and X and the PS5 have come out. So I can imagine we will see Switch and Switch 2 games being launched at least for the next couple of years. So if it is just a bit more of a cost again, to be honest, I probably would wait. It's not necessarily that anything is going to be completely exclusive. There might be some features that might be better for the new console, but in general, I think realistically you can wait for maybe a bit of a kind of a down in price. But the one thing that I have kind of come to learn with Nintendo in themselves, they very rarely go on sale. Like, genuinely, in terms of Nintendo Switches right now, if we was to look for a Nintendo Switch price for just number one, we are going to be looking at $260 at the minimum. That's just without really looking too much. That's just Argus. So realistically, if we think that's a couple of years away, if we was to look at like an Xbox One, that again is going to now come in at, see if we can find the shopping for it. You're looking at 150 pre-owned. You got brand new about 150 to 200. So it is kind of one of them ones that you will find that there will be just a certain lowest point. There won't be any more than that. I do really like the fact that they have got a Nintendo GameCube controller announced for the Switch 2. I think that is incredible. I know they are doing some backwards compatible. I've already seen Pokemon, it was the Lugia one, the Darkness, looks incredible. Just in general, I think it's going to be a great console, and hopefully one for quite a considerable amount of time. So I personally would say, if you are not necessarily after the brand new tech, then the pre-order may be worth the wait. Maybe a little bit longer. You will probably see it go close to 300, or maybe even closer to like the 350, 320 mark. soon-ish, or like within like the just after the first year. But realistically, if you are looking for the new tech, this is going to be pretty sick. In general, they're going to have new games, new features, new everything, and it is good to get in there early. So I'm very excited to see what they can kind of bring for this. Let me know down below if you're going to pre-order one, and we'll get to some more videos very soon.